Hi, I'm Stephanie Kahn, and today we are interviewing the wonderful film, TV, and stage star Paul Dooley. Paul has appeared in over 60 films, hundreds of television shows, including most recently The Good Doctor, and recently performed his one-man show, Movie Dad, here in Los Angeles.
My favorite part in any movie was in a film called Breaking Away. It did so well, it's still being shown all the time. It was Dennis Quaid's first movie, and got rave reviews. Every single critic loved it. I won a couple of awards. And I've been dining out on that movie ever since. If I meet new directors, they always know that movie from film school, although it's over 30 years old. It's about a bicycle race. I was the cranky dad. I've been a lot of cranky dads. Well, I got to say Al Pacino was the greatest actor I ever worked with. We did a movie called Insomnia up in Alaska. Burt Reynolds was great fun, more fun than anybody I ever worked with. I loved working with Julia Roberts and Molly Ringwald. And my first daughter was Mia Farrow. I've had about 15 different daughters in the movies. Typecast as a dad. It's nice to be typecast. It means you keep working. It's probably 40 when I did my first Broadway show. I never made a movie till I was 49. I had just been a New York stage actor and very busy in the commercial business, which paid the rent beautifully. But I worked first for Robert Altman in a movie called A Wedding. I guess my second favorite role was to play the crazy hamburger lover Wimpy in the movie Popeye, where Robin Williams played Popeye. And every day he entertained all the actors in between takes, which is most of the time waiting for lighting or camera. So we had our own court jester there with us, and it was delightful. It was a 6-month shoot, so it was like half a year. So it was a lifetime, and we got to know each other all very, very well. And we all loved Robin. He's a very sweet person, and in addition to just being hilarious. The reason I chose Burbank to live in is I was doing a series over at Universal, which is 5 minutes away practically from where I live. And I fell in love with this neighborhood with all these quaint little cottages and trees and all the yards, and it's a very quaint place to live, this particular area of Burbank that I live in. But I've been here now about 33 years, so it seems like home, certainly. I was in New York about 30 years too, and now almost the same amount of time in Burbank. I think my family is the most important thing to me, because when you're a beginning actor, your career is all important. You breathe it, you sleep, you dream about it all the time. But once you've done it for a long time, it becomes a factory job, sort of. Of course, you're called upon to use your imagination and creativity, but it's still something you can just wake up and go do it and not have to work on it. You know, you work a little bit on it. Over the years, you learn so much about your own character and how you do your acting that it becomes second nature after a while. I'm married to a lovely lady named Winnie Holzman, who's a writer, a very successful writer. We have one daughter, Savannah, who's also a writer for television. And I have 3 other children by a former marriage. And I see them a lot. One of them lives in Burbank, one lives back in Massachusetts. One lives in upstate New York. So I'm an actual dad 4 times and also in the movies.